I first published the Camping Dramatic Play unit way back in 2013. And recently I gave it a complete overhaul and new graphics, made it more fun. And I think I more than tripled or quadrupled the size of it. It's like 140 pages now. Tom will drop a link to it in the comments for you below if you're not a member of the Teaching Tribe, so you can see what all is included. And if you're a member of the Teaching Tribe, you can go ahead and go and grab your copy right now. I updated it in the tribe for you, so it's just sitting there waiting for you. The Teaching Tribe is my premium membership site where members have access 24/7 to all of the paid printables at Pre-K Pages, which is more than a $1,000 value that they have access to, but they don't pay that. They pay a monthly or annual fee. They also get access to the more than 40 hours of on-demand video trainings, PD in your PJs, as well as our supportive community of new and veteran teachers and our book studies, which reminds me I need to do the final chapter in our Helping Them Heal book study. Okay, yes, Jane, I heard some parts of Michigan had snow days today. That's where I'm from originally. And let me tell you, I live in Texas now for a reason. Hey, Marcia, welcome. Oklahoma, yes, Becky. Oklahoma's having a lot of fires. Probably not a good time to be camping there. But the good news is we do have an extinguish your campfire sign in this kit. So, hey, Renuka, Plano, that's right down the street from me. Okay, I am going to turn the camera around. Let's see if I can do this. No, that didn't work. Vanessa turned around, but the camera did not. There we go. Oh boy. Okay, so here we have, this is just a bulletin board I have set up. You can take the printables from the kit and you can arrange them however you like in your classroom. But I put them up here just to show you some of the printables in this 140 page dramatic play kit. And so up here at the very top, you can see the pennant banner. And we have two different versions of this. One says State Park and the other says Campsite. And there are a couple of options for the little pictures there. I didn't have enough room on my board to add any more trees, but there's also paw prints that go there, little bear paw prints. And those are just, I printed them on cardstock and I cut them out and I hung them up on a piece of yarn on my bulletin board with clothespins. And you guys, I have to show you this border. Okay. Who has been to the Dollar Tree? Can you see that? Let me see if I can get it down here. Okay, do you see that bulletin board border? I was at Dollar Tree today and they had this for $1 and there was more than enough to do my bulletin board. So for $1, I got this amazing campground themed, camping themed border. It's like craft paper brown with little pine trees. How perfect is that? So get yourself to the Dollar Tree if you're going to do a camping theme in your classroom, and you can grab some too. So there's the state park is open or closed. You know how sometimes the state park is closed for the season, so the kids can flip that around. We have, don't forget, extinguish your campfire poster there with the international no symbol, and then we have one without it if you'd prefer to laminate and have the kids draw their own no symbol. I don't know if you can see these. There's a little bit of a glare there, but I have these little directional arrows. I had them in the first kit too. And you can put them up in your center. So there's things like camping, hiking, fishing, and swimming. And then of course, if you don't want to have the pennant, you don't have to, but there's one that says welcome to our campsite. Everything is available in full and half page, color and black and white. So if you'd rather print on Astro Brights, you can do that. And it would be in black and white on Astro Brights. So if you wanted to do an orange or green, you can do the black and white version. Then we also have half page sizes. So if you only want to use a half page, if you have a tiny little space like I do, you can do that. We have our park ranger on duty sign. So here you can just take the kids' pictures and they can put their name card there with their picture and they'll know that's the park ranger on duty. And of course we have our today's fire danger So Becky, in Oklahoma, you would put it on the red today. And you can, if you hang this in a place where it's not stapled to a board like this, you can use a little clothespin. You can trim the edges closer so the clothespin can point to the fire danger. The kids can move that around. I have to show you guys the hats. Check out the Camp Ranger hats. Now, I know some of you can't do hats, and that's okay. But they had these at Dayso, and they are campground green, and they are just blank. They are blank baseball caps in this army green color. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's what our park rangers are gonna wear. So absolutely perfect. And they Velcro in the back, so it'll fit their little heads, maybe. And then what else they had at Dollar Tree? They had these dry erase pockets also in my camping green color. And I stuck the hours of operation. You know how sometimes there's a park ranger on duty at the front gate, and you can put the hours there. And I had the kids use dry erase markers on that. And that was the little dry erase pocket was $1 at the Dollar Tree. So I got the little hats at Dayso, which is a Japanese dollar store here in Texas. They have them in California and maybe the Seattle area, but I'm not sure. And then there's the dry erase pockets, and then there's my bulletin board border. I'm so stinking proud of that. I was like, $1. Perfect timing. Okay. And then let me back up a little bit to show you the tent. You guys, this is the perfect size preschool tent. You can't fit 5 kids in it. You'd have to make a rule, like 1 kid at a time, maybe for 4-year-olds and 2 for 3-year-olds, but it's a really good size. And I got it off of Amazon. And what I like about it is it's a complete pop-up. There are no parts or pieces. It's just like those hampers, you know, that you, those ones that they sell at the Dollar Tree that are collapsible that college students use. Or teachers use too. I used to use them on the playground. But look, this side of it is clear. So if you have to have your kids in sight at all times, this is perfect. This little flap in the front folds down and it's Velcroed in place, or you can roll it up if you want. But I thought it was awesome. And it also came with a bunch of camping accessories. So down there on the floor, you can see the little lantern. It actually lights up. I didn't put any batteries in it, but it lights up. So lots and lots of possibilities there. So when I want to store this tent, it actually folds up just like the sunscreen you might put in your window of your car if you live somewhere hot like Florida or Texas. You know how those sunscreens just collapse and you stick them between your seats? This is the exact same thing. It folds up into a small circle and I can actually store it really easily. Oh, I got the tablecloth, of course, at the Dollar Tree, this plastic tablecloth. It's nothing special. It was $1. It's kind of like that picnic table, camping type of a deal. And then we have the Park Pass. Now, these days, they're probably digital, but of course, we want to add some fine motor into our camping center for the kids. So this Park Pass, you just print them on cardstock, and you can give the kids a hole puncher, or a lever punch if that's easier for them, and they can punch the passes of the campers as they come into the park. And there's my do-it-yourself s'mores. So this post is coming on the blog, and I have cards to go with it. So there are it's a sequence. So your kids can get 2 graham crackers, which are cardboard squares, and they can get marshmallows. Actually, it goes chocolate marshmallow. Well, that's my preference at least. And then they can make the s'mores. So there is a sequence, and then we can put these in our pocket chart. And your kids can make their own s'mores following the directions. And so these are cotton balls, and that is brown craft foam. Okay, and I just drew on the top with a Sharpie. So super easy. I got the flashlight at the Dollar Tree. And the binoculars and the canteen, they came with this tent set. It actually came with a huge bunch of camping toys. I didn't get them all out because it seemed excessive, and a couple of them were like pocket knives, and I was like, no, thank you. But they have like camping utensils, camping plates. The s'more is on one of the camping plates. And they have a little camping You saw the lantern, they have walkie-talkies. And then I forgot to pull the link for the hot dog and the marshmallow, but I believe that was a learning resources set from a few years ago. And the kids can pretend to roast marshmallows and hot dogs over the campfire. Or if you got the deal at Dollar Tree lately where they had the felt s'more set, you can use that too. Or you can glue cotton balls to the ends of real sticks. You don't have to spend a fortune on your dramatic play center. So, oh, and the fire. So I usually use tissue paper and pool noodles to make a pretend play campfire. So I bought a pool noodle at the Dollar Tree today. So I have my dry erase pocket. I have my beautiful bulletin board border, my camping theme border, and I have my pool noodle, which I haven't cut up yet, but I have a blog post about it, and Tom will drop a link to that blog post about a do-it-yourself campfire for you below. So I have a lot of camping posts at Pre-K Pages. So we've got the lantern. There's a do-it-yourself lantern made with a plastic jar in a electronic tea light, and you can check that out. I couldn't find mine tonight. I know I have it around here somewhere. I just saw it, but I couldn't find it. But if you don't want to spend money on a lantern like that, then you can totally make one with a plastic jar in one of those little light up votives. And then make your campfire with the pool noodles. We have a blog post all about that. Oh, I know. The vest. So I don't like to spend a lot of money on dress up clothes. So let's see if I can get that to open up for you. So this is a vest, and I have a blog post tutorial on how to create a paper bag vest if you've never done it before. But it is perfect for preschool. It's blank on the back. Oh, actually, I wrote park ranger. So your park rangers could wear the little vest and the little hat to identify themselves. How cute is that? There's a tutorial on the blog for that one. And oh, Scott just wrote a process art campfire blog post for us, so you can check that out. And then I have because you want to do some kind of a cooking theme, but you don't have any. Most places don't have any place to cook. So I have a printable s'mores trail mix recipe. So it's a picture recipe, just like that, just like the s'mores there. Only this one is trail mix, and the kids can scoop the chocolate chips, the mini marshmallows, and the golden grams into a bag following the picture directions. So we have all of those activities over on the blog, and I have a couple more printables to show you. If I showed you all 140 pages, we would be on here forever, because I know you have to go to bed at some point. But a lot of people say that they need a way to introduce these dramatic play kits to their children, some frame of reference, right? Like, what do you do when you go camping? So I have a nonfiction book here, right? When you go camping, you can pitch a tent. When you go camping, you can sleep in a sleeping bag, and it goes on like that. I have it in full and half page size, so you determine which one that you'd like to use. I know that a lot of you like to use the full size page when you do your circle time, and the smaller one could be for the kids to reference in the Dramatic Play Center. So we have that printable for you. We also have those badges that you all like so much. So you can laminate these, punch holes, put yarn on them, and they can wear them for their roles. Camper. We have 4 different kinds of campers. We have park rangers, different skin tones. There's the hiker, another camper, and another camper. So you can print as many of those as you want. And then we also have several different checklists. So this one, whoop, I don't know, my phone just gave me a message. This one is just sign in, and I actually have a check-in sign too that you can put over your clipboard, and the campers simply sign in when they come into the park. And then I have a nature checklist and a wildlife checklist and a packing checklist that you can use as well. So Let me do another sweep. Oh, I forgot the pocket chart. Hold on. I moved the pocket chart because it was behind the tent, so I forgot to show that to you. So there's just some of the signs. There, like I said, it's 140 pages. So this is just a sampling of some of the things, the printables that are inside the kit. And the pop-up tent that doesn't require any assembly, which I like, there's a link to it that Tom will put for you below. And it came with a bunch of little plastic camping accessories. There's the canteen and the binoculars, plates and stuff like that. And then over here I have the pocket chart. And these are just a few of the word cards in the pocket chart. I didn't put them all. You choose the ones that you want to put in your pocket chart. This is just a sampling of them. And then in that bottom row, I saved that for the s'mores sequencing pictures, which I'll stick in there when we're done. But these are some vocabulary words that your kids might use in this center. So that's what we have there. There we go. Okay. Awesome. Deborah says, I can't wait to do this. I love it. I hope the kids like it too. All right. Jen has so graciously dropped a link to the hot dog and marshmallow set. Do they still make that, Jen? It might be out of whatever. We were talking this afternoon about a camping week for summer camp. Oh, that would be perfect. Hi, Jane from Cadillac. Kathy's going to do camping this summer too. Joan says, great tent. I used a giant one in the fall and too many kids were in it and kept collapsing. Yes, I'd say you'd have to keep a rule on the number because this one I don't think could handle more than, I just want to say one regular size 4-year-old, 2 3-year-olds. I don't live, Carol, in Michigan anymore, but my parents currently live in Howell and I grew up near there. Ooh, Kay says Walmart has some khaki colored plain hats. Ooh. Nona says it's snowing in Alaska, but Nona, I'm not surprised. Debbie says, I can see you doing a happy dance. Yes, Sarah, the hats that are pictured here came from a Japanese dollar store called Daiso, which we have here in Texas. But somebody just said she saw similar hats at Walmart recently. Whoops. I hope I didn't delete anybody. I was trying to read the comment, and it gave me some funky message. Hey, Lisa from the Teaching Tribe is in the house. Marsha. Awesome. Okay, let's see. What kind of art projects? Sarah, over on the blog today, or maybe it was yesterday or Friday, Scott posted a open-ended process art project for campfire. So you can go and check that out. Tom can drop a link for you. Hey, Kay. Yeah, you don't have to have them put their badges around the neck. You can totally use the badge clips. They actually have badge clips at Walmart, and they also have them at Daiso. And she says you get badge clips in the office supply at Walmart. Yes, we used to use the badge clips in my classroom. I know a lot of people don't like the yarn around their neck, so absolutely, I totally get that. As soon as the snow goes away, I'm off to Walmart for hats, says Debbie. Debbie, you need to take it easy. She works all day teaching the kids, and then she goes around to the dollar stores and Walmart at night, just like we all do. Maria says, I'm going to do camping at some point this summer if the warm weather ever comes. Yes, I know. Maria, I feel ya. We don't have that problem here in Texas, but like I said, I'm from Michigan, so I feel your pain. And I've never been more happy to be a Texan than I am right now with all the snow pictures I keep seeing today. Okay, let me flip it around. Will it work? There we go. Okay. All right. So that was just a little tour of my dramatic play camping.